Management Research. Hello and welcome to the Management Research podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Eugene. Hello and welcome to the next episode of my podcast dedicated to the 5 Forces framework by Porter in the field of strategic management. And today we continue talking about the bargaining power as one of the forces in the 5 Forces framework. And in this episode, we are going to elaborate on the next factor that is going to impact the bargaining power of supplier or of a buyer. In the previous episode, we talked about the price sensitivity, and in particular, we talk about the value of the item in proportion to the total cost of a product. And we had 2 examples of the aluminum can for beer or Coke producers, and we had example of the packaging for the washing powder producers, especially those who target the low price segment. In today's episode, we'll continue talking about the price sensitivity, and we focus in particular on differentiation. We already talked in some of the episodes about differentiation and what impact it has on the competition within the market or on the prices of your product. Here we talk about the price sensitivity, and interestingly, the higher the differentiation of products, it means the more distinct your product is compared to your competitors, the harder it is to switch to a different product. And it means the price sensitivity, it means how sensitive your customers are regarding the price, will be actually very low. People will not switch to other products, to competitive products, if they are very different, because of many reasons. Because they have to learn anew, because they have to get used to new technology, they have to get used to new product or to new delivery of your service. Yet, if the differentiation is very low, then the switching costs are also low. And if the switching costs are low, then the price sensitivity will be high. As soon as the price rises a little bit, people will switch to the competitive product. A good example is Coke. And if you think about the quality of the Coke, let's say the difference in the taste of the Coke, then actually there is almost no. There are plenty of fun videos. If you want, you can go to YouTube and watch them, where people make the blind test tasting of known and unknown brands that produce Coke. Let's say from the known is Pepsi and Coca-Cola, and from the less known we have the cola from Aldi or Hofer, we have from Lidl, from Kaufland, from almost any store. They produce their own kind of Coke. I don't even remember what the names are. And if you make blind tasting, people don't really distinguish between them. Which means the differentiation is so low that as soon as the price of this Coke will rise by 5 cents, people will just go to another store. If you don't want to buy Coke in Hofer or Aldi, you just go to Lidl. If not Lidl, you go to Kaufland or you go to Spar. If not Spar, you go to M-Price. We have many brands, and more or less they sell their own brands of the Coke, and they are almost all the same. Another example would be, let's say, the mobile phone providers or mobile network providers. There the differentiation is really huge. First of all, the quality is very different, and we have different networks, those who have a better coverage and those who have a better quality. Coverage doesn't imply the good quality, and we have a kind of huge differentiation, especially on the German market. We have those that are cheaper, but the quality is lower, but the coverage is average. Those who have huge coverage, the quality is more or less, and so on. And people don't want to switch, not only because of the quality and coverage, also because of the mobile phone numbers, and also because they have different tariffs, where, for example, you can call for free within your network. And if you want to switch to another one, this might cause some troubles. In this then, people do distinguish between different cell phone providers because of the quality, because of the fixed number that you have attached to your phone. You can take your number with you, but it would mean that you are in a different network and people will not know that they're calling different network, and it might increase their costs. Overall, we have the actually huge differentiation between different cell phone providers or network providers, and that is why we try not to switch among them, and that is why people are less price sensitive, and that is why, for instance, we have such a huge difference, a kind of oligopoly between the network providers. I hope it was interesting. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in the next episode. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and give me a like. See you, and bye-bye.